Centerpoint Archery, celebrating the timeless traditions of bow hunting. Inline vertical crossbows and draw lock. For bow hunters and target shooters worldwide. Crossbow Accessory Company, manufacturing safe and portable crossbow decocking system. And Taiwee, live your passion, Taiwee. Raven Crossbows, relentless innovation, that's the Raven way. And Crossbow Hunters of Minnesota, aim true and hunt free. Okay, welcome back to Crossbow Hunters of Minnesota. Today I am doing a short podcast or a short video here on how to set up the LE-032 rangefinder that mounts to your crossbow. You can mount it to a compound bow or a rifle, whatever, night vision, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to be showing you guys today how I set that up as far as the target distance to correlate it with my radical in my scope to my rangefinder. Now what's nice about this is that with this rangefinder I don't have to pull a rangefinder out and range and then click click click. I have no movement. I have a single button on the side of my crossbow that I push to turn it on. I push it again and I get my yardage wherever I point that crossbow at. So if my radicals are looking at the side of that deer, I can look straight up into my rangefinder here and look exactly at that yardage that that deer is at. So if the deer is moving, if I stay on that deer, it'll still give me those yardages. I don't have to pull my rangefinder out and use it again. Okay, so that's the advantage of this. Now I'm going to set up on making sure that I'm looking where my crosshairs are with that rangefinder. What we're going to do is we're going to set our scope crosshairs on our 15-yard target out here, and then we're going to dial in our rangefinder to be sure that it is facing and looking in the same spot as our crosshairs in our scope. And then we'll make sure that that's reading at 15 yards. Now we can adjust elevation and windage on this rangefinder so we can get it dead on. I'll give you a look at it here. This is the LED 032 rangefinder here. It mounts to your scope, and then there's a button here that you can push that will allow you to take your yardages. So I've got this on a Centerpoint G4D sniper. I call it my ground flea because all we do is hunt from the ground. So what I'm going to try to do then now is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start to sight this in. There's our target out there at 15 yards, and we will get this thing started here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my crossbow scope lined up on that target out there, right in the center of that target. So that's the first thing I'm going to do here. There we go, we're right there. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll turn this here on. Hold in the button and that will come on. And there's what I'm seeing when it comes on right here. So the yardage right now on my rangefinder is telling me 12 yards. And I am dead in the center of my target down there. So I either have to come up a little or down a little. I think that is pretty close right there. Yep, that's it. We're lined up. That's all we had to do. So I'm going to try to give you guys a look so you can see what I'm talking about here. If you can look down my scope, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. So I don't know if they'll be able to see this very well, but it's on that target. My crosshairs are on that target, and I'm reading 14 yards. So that's pretty close to 15. I mean, I measured out with a tape measure, so it could be off a little bit. But otherwise, that's simply how you do that. You just set your target up at a known distance, get your radical in there right on that crosshair, and put it on your target. And then from there you set your elevation, which is here. You can screw this up or down, and then your left to right or your windage is right here. So you can turn that left to right. So you can go left to right and then up and down with this. We also have iron sights on there. On our, we have iron sights right there too on the rangefinder. So you can kind of get a target set up fairly close with those. If you look down, you can see my target down there. Okay, this here is the target that I put up at 15 yards. It's just a stick in the ground with some foam clamped to it, just so I know the exact yardage of that. That's all I really needed to know to set this up.